What guy on the team cheats the most on his girlfriend?
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Give me a round of applause for the man, Jacob Hardie, everybody.
Haven't been in the locker room. I know the dudes are ready for Bama more than, Texas, that's an opponent, that's a quality team, but everybody wants Bama blood.
I have a cousin who's a Bama fan, unfortunately. I wish he was never born. Speaking about Gunnar Stockton, because that's our quarterback.
He's a fan favorite, too. I haven't seen a quarterback.
We love him. Everybody loves Gunnar.
It's like if Gunnar steals your girlfriend, it's like, bro, what are you going to do?
I'm probably going to tell my girlfriend that she doesn't deserve Gunnar, I mean, we played against a really solid team, but then there's a moment that changes the game.
For sure.
Max fucking Gilbert.
I felt confident when I saw his face going into the kick.
I saw the exact same thing. He looked a little too clean on the face. I'm like, he
looked
looked a little too young.
He did not look ready for that.
And then the commentator goes, he's doing his breathing exercise. I'm like,
that's
right.
The Underdawgs.
I mean, to be completely fair, I thought we were going to agree on wearing, like, business casual or something like that.
Business casual, baby. We got the best merch in the land. We have the Bar South, 18 beers, things that I'm going to do.
So for those who don't know what's going on, Bar South is these T-shirts. Only 10 people have them. That's what I was told. And apparently in the back it says all the names of the beers. If you drink all 18 of these beers, you get one of those T-shirts for free. You'd be one of the very few selected individuals in the history of humanity who would have it. So, big deal.
I think it's only 5 right now. I think it's, 6, 7?
Yeah.
I can't wait to earn it with my tab.
Anyways, I want to welcome you guys to the Underdawgs Podcast, the #1 podcast at UGA. I don't know if our guest would be happy to hear that, but if you're wondering who our guest is today, he knows the UGA locker room as one who lived it and grew up in it. He's an SEC champion, former UGA player and football expert who works as a sideline reporter and host for the Players Lounge. Give me a round of applause for the man, Jacob Hardie, everybody! And I had to tell you this right away. The fit is somebody who's getting interviewed today. Like, you take the scene completely. You take the scene out of my business casual. You take the scene out of the Bar South T-shirt. You're looking good, man.
My parents, Islanders, we were taught to dress well at all occasions, so I try to fit that mold every time I can.
So I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want to know, really, what's the bigger package? What's the best package? Is it the red package or the black package?
So I had to look at it because this might sound spoiled, but I didn't even know there were packages from the athlete standpoint. I just thought it was you just go to the games.
Yeah.
So having seen it now, I will say I think the red package is better. Even though you get less games, I think you get a lot of the better games with Ole Miss and Bama. That black package does have Texas, but I think you'd rather take, the SEC home games over.
So you think Bama is a bigger game than Texas?
Yeah, no
Why?
doubt. Haven't been in the locker room. I know the dudes are ready for Bama more than, Texas, that's an opponent, that's a quality team, but everybody wants Bama blood.
I don't know about you. I grew up watching losing to Alabama, rooting for whatever team they're playing.
Right.
And now I get the opportunity to go to a home game, watch them lose at home. There's nothing more special for me, but I guess the question is, what rivalry is more present today, the Alabama or the Florida?
So this is hard for me to say because I didn't grow up a Georgia fan. I grew up a University of Miami fan. So I hate Florida since I've been born anyway.
Amen.
But I will say, personally for me, I'll say Bama. But if you were to ask Coach Kirby, he's going to tell you nothing makes him madder than a Gator. So he probably going to say Florida.
Now, I'll tell you something. Some people here may know it. Some people may not know it. I have a cousin who's a Bama fan, unfortunately. I wish he was never born. But the thing is, he told me the other day, we were in New York with Mitch. We went to watch the U.S. Open. And my cousin comes out of the room. He's been watching the game for a while. And he said, I think I need to accept the fact that Bama finally sucks.
I won't speak on that. I won't speak on that yet. They definitely, like every team in the country, they definitely got things they need to improve on. They got the infrastructure to do it. It'll just be about putting it on the field.
I mean, the thing that worries me the most about Alabama, because Mitchell was saying, I want to go to the Bama game because this is the time I'm going to see them lose.
Purely hate
Bama
watching.
has everything on the line to lose.
Yeah.
They lost their first game. The Georgia game is really going to be decisive for the season.
It will be decisive for them, especially with how the playoff committee is now where you can lose one. Losing two, you're kind of...
I mean, Bama has lost two and still made it.
Yeah, they have. That was with Saban. But you losing two, it kind of, drastically decreases your chances of making it to the playoffs. So I know they're definitely going to come in here like, hey, this might be I don't want to say a must-win for them per se, but, it's definitely an important game.
Yeah. You've been at UGA, for a while. You've won with the team.
Yeah, 1 natty, 2 SECs.
You've been a walk-on, and there's a lot of respect coming from me on that. I want to know, what was your welcome to football college moment?
It wasn't fun. Jalen Carter, actually, the best D lineman in the NFL and in college football at the time. We were doing a practice. It was probably like my second or third in-season practice ever at UGA, freshman year. And we're doing a drill. If I could simply, it's basically the inside of the field. So it was interior linemen, interior D linemen, linebackers, and running backs. So no receivers. There was a quarterback, but he's just handing off the ball.
So this is like more
inside
better Oklahoma.
Run. Yep, basically better Oklahoma drill. And JC, he came into the season. Everybody knew he was going to be a first-round pick.
Beast.
Yeah, which he was. But so sometimes he came into practice. He's like, man, I know what I'm doing. Sometimes coaching wasn't as needed as it was for other players.
Oh.
So they were getting on him for, let's say he messed up a play. They didn't run it the way he wanted to. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking at, I'm the next guy up. And I'm like, man, please don't rile this dude up before my rep. He goes in. I'm not going to say the O-line who was blocking for me. He's not here anymore. Before the ball even snapped, he, grabbed this man by the chest plate and, bowling balled him into me and the quarterback. I didn't even have the ball yet. It was that fast. Hike, I was on the ground.
That's impressive.
And I didn't even have the ball. He literally threw the 300-pound O-lineman, Jackson Muschamp, Coach Muschamp's son, and me. He tumbled all three of us over just by grabbing him and throwing him into us.
God. So what's going through your head when you see all that and you're passive? Because you're passive to a man like that.
Well, actually, so here's the welcome to college moment. It actually hyperextended my knee.
Nice.
So I was actually looking down at my knee and calling for the trainer. So I really wasn't thinking too much about everything else.
You're like, this is going to be my home for the next 4
years.
Yeah.
And that was my second or third practice in pads at Georgia.
Who's the toughest coach?
Kirby. My second coach, I would have to say, is probably Coach Muschamp. He retired now. But tough in a tough love way. So I'll say a cool story would be Coach Kirby my freshman year. I've always been on scout team. That's where most walk-ons make their money. I remember there was one play, because he usually works with the defense, and I'm going in, and I finally about to get my rep, going up against, that was our second national championship team. So Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Keely Ringo, and I'm big-eyed, I'm nervous. I'm damn near shaking in the backfield, man, I'm about to get a handoff and have to go run up against these dudes. And, I wish, if I can get the clip, I'll send it to y'all, because I screen recorded and sent it to my dad because I was so happy. He, came up behind me, right as the play is about to snap. He goes, hey, you got to give these dudes a look. Go do your thing. And, it was calm, and he probably doesn't remember that moment, but just hearing Kirby Smart, of all people, have that extra bit of encouragement and that trust in you, it made me feel like I could literally tackle anybody. I got that ball. I might have got, 5 yards, but that's the hardest. That's the hardest I've ever ran for 5 yards in my life.
I love that. Did you see the rankings this weekend?
No, I did not.
What happened?
I did not. What happened?
Okay, well, Miami's in front of us.
Okay.
Number 4, right?
Okay. They've had some
Who
big
did they
wins.
beat? South Florida?
South Florida, who was ranked, and they beat Notre Dame game 1.
Yeah. So after the game, you beat South Florida, right? South Florida. You beat South Florida.
Not even in South Florida, actually.
The guy who worked as a quarterback over here, he said after this journalist came up to him on the side of the field, he said, oh, man, the past 8 months have been so hard. Sorry. And I'm just so blessed to be out here tonight and have the opportunity to play again. What did you guys do to Carson Beck to make him say that his last 8 months have been terrifying?
Knowing Carson, because I'll say this, I was actually Carson's, I wasn't next to him, but I was right across from him for my first 2 seasons here, actually. I don't want to say we were best friends, but we had a good relationship. Okay. We would hang out. If I saw him out, around the bars or hanging out, we'd always dap up. We'd always meet up.
He'd go to Paulie's all the time.
Yeah, no, he's a great dude. He gets a bad rep. I honestly think that more 8 months he was talking about had nothing to do with the locker room.
No?
Because I know the guys here, we've been cheering for him, and I brought it up on the Players Lounge. That whole narrative that, ESPN and social media, especially the fact that he was dating the TikTok girl. I can't remember her name, so don't come at me.
Sister, something like that?
Yeah, one of the Cavender twins.
I don't even know that story. What was it?
that kind of just he was just getting a lot of bad.
Was it the one where the messages got leaked?
He was just getting a lot of
Snapchat got leaked, a little song.
He was getting a lot of bad PR. I'll just say that. He was getting a lot of bad PR.
To be fair, I don't judge him at all for the story of the messages getting leaked. Like,
yeah. What are you going to do? But I think that was more dealing with that situation. And then I think he more meant the season as a whole. Because, I mean, there were a lot of things put on him that weren't necessarily his fault. There were a lot of things he was just the face of coming in. And there's a lot of pressure being the quarterback of a national championship contending team year in and year out. And then put on top of that the fact that he was arguably going to be the number one pick in the NFL draft. Yeah. There was so much weight on his shoulders. I think now where he's kind of in a standpoint where he doesn't have those same expectations heading into the season, he can play a lot freer. So I think that's more what he meant.
Okay. You still have a good relationship with him?
We don't talk as much anymore, but, I mean, I consider that family. Any teammate I played with.
So did you call him when his Lamborghini got stolen?
No, I wish I could have, but no, I did not. I should have.
I think his girlfriend's Lamborghini got stolen, too.
Yeah, both their cars got stolen.
I think he bought her one, and then they parked it together, and they both got
jacked. Yeah, jacked.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, did they park it in the same place, or was it
It was at his house. It was at his house.
His house?
So don't go park your Lamborghini
He
at
does have a house in
Carson
Miami.
Beck's I mean, that's pretty clear to me, obviously. Yeah. I'm not going to do that mistake. Speaking about Gunnar Stockton, because that's our quarterback.
14, love
That's
him.
our man. What did you think of his performance against Tennessee?
I've been saying Gunnar for Heisman literally once I heard he was the starting quarterback for this year. I got a crazy story about Gunnar, actually.
Come on.
That same freshman year, like it was basically like I was a deer in headlights the whole season. But Gunnar was our scout team quarterback because obviously he came in as a freshman. We had Stetson starting, Carson behind him, and then he transferred to Kentucky, but Brock Vandegrift behind them. So Gunnar would work in on a scout team. We're doing a play, and I forget who the center was. It was scout team. But he snapped the ball, and it was a bad snap. Happens. It, like, dribbles on the floor. Most times in practice, you know, we're live, we're hitting, but, like, if it's a fumble, you don't want dudes rolling ankles and stuff. So usually somebody will just drop on the ball, pick it up, blow the whistle, dead play, we'll resume next play.
Yeah.
We're going. I'm about to just jump on the ball. You know, drop on it, dead play. I'm not going to say what Gunnar said because, you know, he was in the heat of the moment. But he just told me, don't do that in a more aggressive tone and block.
Yeah.
So I went up. I found the first person to get in the way of. I blocked. Gunnar, like, scoops the ball with one hand off the ground. And while falling back, throws, like, this 40-yard bomb.
Jesus.
Just like the London pass this past weekend. Perfect dive. Damn. Like off his back foot in a matter of like 2 seconds without even looking really who he was throwing it at. The most accurate pass I've ever seen in my life. And from that moment on, I remember I called my dad. And my dad's Jamaican, so he didn't understand much about football. So whenever like something happens, I'm always explaining to him what it looked like. And I was like, Dad, like, imagine watching like a javelin thrower like just throw a perfect dime off their back foot without running. Yeah. And he was like, seriously? I was like, Dad, it was amazing. And I literally told him whenever he gets a starting job, we're going to be fine.
No, because he had a great reputation in high school. Everybody was talking about him all around the country.
Nick Saban was taking looks. He was right by him, Mayor Raven County.
Yep.
And then it sounds like that's the reason Vandegrift transferred to Kentucky. You see that?
I don't know if I'd say all that. But, Gunnar's definitely a dog, and he's been one. So, you know, the Paul Feinbaums and the other people around the nation, you know, they don't get to see that stuff. So I understand that their doubts come with a little bit of uncertainty. But there's no surprise in Gunnar's success from inside that facility. Everybody has been expecting this, and there's nothing new to us.
No, and he's a fan favorite, too. I haven't seen a quarterback
They love him. Everybody loves Gunnar.
He's literally the nicest dude. I mean, like... It's like if Gunnar steals your girlfriend, it's like, bro, what are you going to do? Like, this is the nicest dude in the room. Like, he's smiling all the time. He has, like, that soft country voice. Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but let me ask you something.
I'm probably going to tell my girlfriend that she doesn't deserve Gunnar, you know?
But, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I mean, would you let him date your daughter?
Yeah, actually, that's probably the only teammate I would have let date. Gunnar would be the only teammate I would actually let date my daughter. Actually, that's right.
Who would not be able to date your daughter?
Everybody else.
Everybody
else.
Any name especially?
129. Miles. Miles and Terrell, because I know them too much.
Yeah, but don't they both have a girlfriend right now?
Yeah. No, they're settled down. They're great dudes.
Anyways, going back to the game. That's what I care about. How did you see the boys?
I mean, I loved it. I love how they look. You know, it was a challenge early on, but, you know, we've been through so many games like that where, like, as sick as it sounds and, like, unrealistic as it sounds, I'm just so programmed. Like, when games get bad like that, I'm like, we're going to come back. Mm-hmm. like now, Bama last year, we came back and we didn't pull it out, but we came back. So, like, when it was 21-7, I believe, I was still looking at the TV like, okay, like, I just know it's going to kick in at some point. So, I was stressed for a little bit. It definitely isn't as easy and fun as you would like it to be, but we pull out with a win, and that's all that matters.
No, it is. And I mean, take it back to last year, Alabama. I think we just had a hurricane come through.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, halftime, you're like, what the fuck's going on? We got no traction. We cannot set an edge. Did you still have that same mentality?
For Bama?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, so here's the part, like, nobody believes this, but, like, we're literally taught, and my roommate just walked in, he was on the team, too. He will tell you, like, we're literally taught, like, it never stops. So you're just, like, in this, it's almost psychotic, but, like, you're just always in the mindset that you're one play away.
Oh, yeah.
And as crazy as it sounds, I mean, it's proven on the field because we're one play away. As soon as one touchdown ends, like, oh, now it's 21-14. Now this is a game again. Oh, snap, now we got the lead. One play away, they missed a field goal. Now we're going into overtime. Now they go into overtime with no juice. We pop up, we win the game, and we spent a whole 4 quarters trying to make this a tight game. For overtime, we finish them in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, because once you get the momentum, too.
Yeah.
Once you get the momentum and you lose the momentum for the other team.
Especially at home. You lose momentum at home, that's like a death sentence.
Really?
Yeah.
At home, like in your stadium?
Like, so for them, they were at home. Tennessee being at home.
But I'm saying when you're at home, you lose the momentum, then it's gone?
If you lose momentum,
Really? Why is that?
It's hard to, so especially like I'll say with, now I'll say Georgia fans do a great job, but I'll say like in other places, like in my high school, for instance.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, like Friday Night Lights, everybody's building up that tension. You know, you're feeling everybody big you up, like, man, do your job tonight. Good luck, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing here in college. It's just on a bigger scale. So you're walking around, you know, you're going to Walmart. People recognize you and you're a Nike tech or whatever the hell. And they're like, hey, man, do your thing. And then it finally gets to game day. You're doing dog walk. You're seeing all them people dap you up. Even me as a walk-on who I ain't getting no plays, I'm still feeling like a celebrity just because some kids asked me to sign some shit. And then you go out, and then you're down. And then you're like, damn. So now everybody's been built up this a whole day, and then it just kind of, it's like a buzzkill. It's like a buzzkill, you know, like the speaker blowing out at a party. It's like, damn, you don't know what to do.
But you feel it in the stadium, though, and it's
you
hard to
feel it in
recover
the stadium.
from.
Whereas, you know, on the road, you're kind of on your own. Yeah. So it's like, man, all our juice comes from within anyway. You kind of lean on your teammates more. So it's like I'm not really focused on the fans as I am focused on my teammates.
Oh, so it's just where you pull energy from is what changes the most.
Yeah.
Okay. What's been the hardest game to pull that energy from at home? Pulling it back from it.
Hardest game to pull energy from at home.
Because last year, I remember Kirby Smart had a big problem with fans not showing up, fans not bringing energy.
He did. I remember that. And people got sort of upset. They're like, how dare you tell us we're not good fans? But Kirby's smart. Because then the next games, it was chaos.
What he's doing. I'll say this. He's I don't even want to say manipulating, but he knows how to politic his way into some crowds.
And in that matter, I heard this interview, and he's saying Tennessee deserved to win, but our guys had a big heart. He also added that we weren't playing our best game.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out, knowing Kirby, what message is he trying to send?
That, hey, we got the heart, we got the discipline, we got the foundation. You know, they instill in us with, we have skull sessions. Yeah. Or they have them now. I'm not on the team. But they have skull sessions where, you know, he kind of teaches us those core team values. So that's where our mindset, that kind of like brainwash, but in a good way, that like military style brainwash comes in.
Yeah. The propaganda starts coming into play.
The propaganda starts coming in. You just you never give up on that. But on paper, Tennessee played a better game. Yeah. You know, we had some sloppy plays. We had some brain farts as far as, you know, mistakes go. But for the most part, you know, we stuck it out and we were able to pull a win from it. So I know with Kirby, or with Coach Kirby, I'm not gonna always Coach Kirby. With Coach Kirby, with Coach Kirby, I know that was probably something he's pushing. Like, hey, we had this foundation. Now, if we can get the X's and O's and the execution right, we're gonna be unbeatable. Yeah. So let's really focus on getting these X's and O's and the execution on point. So when we go into these next slate of games, ain't nobody touching us.
Yeah, and when you say that, you sound so positive too. But is that the same kind of tone he brings in that first meeting back?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you know, he comes in with excitement every day. So that's the main part, like you said about his consistency. He's the same dude every day. You don't know when he's tired. You don't know when he's happy. You don't know when he's mad. You can't tell he slept on the wrong side of bed. He wakes up the same every day. If he's going to compliment you on something Monday, he's going to do it again the next Monday. Like,
can you imagine his wife looking at him? Are you lying to me? And he's like, no.
I wonder if he's that kind of guy.
You can't read him. You don't know what's going on.
Like, he doesn't even look at her when he's like, how do I look today? You look beautiful. All right, just look at the ground.
But, bro, yeah, we didn't look unbeatable. I mean,
right.
we played against a really solid team.
Yeah, 15 team in the country.
And the heart, as Kirby said, is extremely important. But then there's a moment that changes the game.
For sure.
That dude could have got laid that night. He could have had a lot of fun. The rest of the month, he would have been a superstar. Everybody would have been talking about him. Kids would have asked him for an autograph.
For sure.
And there's a moment, like sports in general are so assholey because there's a chance that you get the wrong moment, the wrong mistake in the wrong moment, and everything changes.
Yeah.
Max Gilbert.
Max fucking Gilbert.
Thank you,
Max Gilbert.
My favorite Georgia player of the week. But
Max Gilbert, Georgia player of the week. That's crazy.
now, but here's the thing, though. So, I came in here like, I love Max Gilbert because he missed that kick. Thank God, because that's the only thing that kept us in. But then I'm on TikTok doing like anyone does, getting their news from TikTok. So I'm scrolling through.
Sadly, yeah, that's how our generation has resorted to news.
Yeah, you gotta give me that dopamine. I need that quick content. But as I'm scrolling, I see this one story of Max Gilbert. And, after the game, immediately when he misses the kick, he goes straight to the first publicist he sees, he gets interviewed. And next thing you know, he's on Instagram saying, I'll be at the stadium 6 a.m. the next morning. I'm sorry, guys. I'll make up for it. Buddy goes on this whole PR tour, and apparently he saves a family on the way back of Georgia
orphanage
fans.
was on fire, and he jumped in to save all the kids in it.
I know, he's just one of those standout guys.
This is serious?
No, first two parts, yeah. But,
No, we actually, I think me and Mitch need to reconsider everything that we're doing in our life. We were ready to bring all this up on the podcast, and we just saw it on TikTok.
yeah, we got sway real quick. So if any of that's false, I still love you, Max Gilbert. We want you to come on. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
What would you have done if you were in his team, as a teammate? How would you guys have handled a Max Gilbert playing for UGA football once the game is over and you're going back in the locker room?
I'll say this, so again with that military mindset training, I mean, it's not one dude. I
know, man, but you say
that
You
way.
say that.
No, but how do you look at him differently? How do you treat him differently?
You don't.
You don't.
You don't. You really don't. It sounds like I'm brainwashed, but that's just really how it is. I mean, because I'll say this, practice, the old mantra is practice is more important than the game.
Absolutely.
And I've definitely had my share of mistakes in the game where Coach Kirby's called me everything in the book after a mistake at practice. So, messing up in front of the fans, the fans take that away just because it's on, a public scene. But the guys on the team, we know, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all had that one moment where
Bro, you guys haven't all been there. Nobody has been Max Gilbert.
That's fair.
There's only one Max Gilbert, and Football Jesus gave us Max Gilbert to be, playing for us.
Right.
And he's a great kicker, by the way. I'm not saying he's
yeah.
not going to have a great career. I hope
sure,
all
for
the
sure.
best for him. I'm just glad his bad moment came against us because we needed that so bad.
We did need it. But, what are you going to do? It happens. Wind gust, He looked a little nervous before the kick, I will say.
Did you see him on the big screen? Did you guys see him on the big screen? He looked like he was breathing heavily.
Yeah, I will say, now that I'm not on the team and I got, a little bit more freedom when it comes to that stuff, I felt confident when I saw his face going into the kick.
I saw the exact same thing. He looked a little too clean on the
he
face.
did
I'm
not
like, he looked a
look-
little too young.
He did not look ready for the...
And then the commentator goes, he's doing his breathing exercise. I'm like,
Yeah,
That's when I knew we had it. And I remember I was taking my little brother to homecoming. And I remember I sat there and I'm like, I have to see this. I know he's going to miss.
Right.
Something inside me tells me he's going to miss. Boom!
I was watching the game
my
with
God.
one of the guys who actually works in the team in recruiting, a guy named Shorney, and then one of my old teammates, Savon Clark. And the guy Shorney was literally saying, he saw it on his face, he was like, nah, we going to overtime. And he said it from the minute, before they had even driven down to field goal range. He said it from when they got the ball and they were paneling to the kicker. Yeah. He was like, nah, we going to overtime. He goes, I see it on his face, he not making this. He's like, we're going to overtime.
how many beers do I have right now?
You got a lot of work
I'm
to
fine
do.
with this. I'm going to have a great time, but okay.
But yeah, I felt confident after I saw his warm-up. Sometimes with that type of stuff, you almost got to sit back and just relax. The more you think about it, the more you're going to get in your head, and then you're going to go out there and do something out of routine.
Yeah. And that's where you see the difference. In a college level, you probably see that more because
For sure.
it takes time to build a professional.
Yeah, they're still kids. Yeah,
he's still young. Is he a freshman? I think he's a freshman. Again, hope all the best for him. Hope that he's going to be decisive for Tennessee in the upcoming games.
Just not against us.
Just not against us, man. But I hope that for everybody.
For sure.
For everybody.
Yeah,
I hope the best, except for Alabama and my cousin. We got a drinking game, okay? And do we have some shots ready? Because I was looking at Jacob the entire time. I'm like, what the heck is he? What did you get, bro?
I'm not a heavy drinker.
What is that?
Oh, damn.
We're not going to get all these. We're not going to get
No, you can leave all up there. Don't worry. They'll find a home. It's okay.
We'll give a shot to somebody who comes later to ask a question, too, as a reward.
I'm not a big drinker. So, honestly, I only know, like, I started drinking when I came to college. So I only know the drinks I was shown, honestly, by my 4 equestrian friends who are all females. So I got a vodka
explains
cran.
a whole lot about what's going on.
Listen, Jacob, it shows.
It
absolutely shows. But aside from that, we got 6 questions.
Okay.
So you want to answer to some of them because I don't want to see you laying on the floor after 6 questions you didn't answer to.
Okay.
There we go. And I'll get the first one.
So, of course, pardon, sorry. If he doesn't answer, we drink. If he does answer, we drink. If he doesn't, I drank too much. Okay, go.
We rehearsed this how many
We
times?
taking these or are we taking the shot?
We taking the shot.
We're taking the
That's
shot.
the chaser. Don't worry about it. All right. First one. Who is the biggest ladies' man on the team?
Oh, shit. Biggest ladies' man on the team. Currently?
Currently. I mean, unless you got all time and they got a good story
Best of all
with
time. We
it.
can hear the best of all time.
If I'm going all time,
Look how he's going to throw in Carson all of a sudden.
nah.
Look at how he backstabs his brother.
Damn, hold on. There's low-key a few. It's honestly not because I can't. It's not because I don't want to answer. I'm more trying to think of, like,
You guys got a bunch of ladies, man?
I mean, you're in
I
college.
mean, he said, 129 for a reason?
100. Yeah, there's 129 players on the team. So I mean, there's a lot of dudes. You're on the team. It comes with some perks. I'd probably say I'll give it to Savon Clark. He doesn't play anymore, but he was definitely, he has a TikTok, so girls loved his TikTok. He was popping there, so I remember freshman year going downtown. It was like Von. So I'll give it to my boy Savon.
By the way, it's tequila. Yeah.
Tequila? Oh, damn. I went to Mexico like 2 summers ago. Tequila had me messed up.
Well,
I mean, understandably so.
Yeah.
welcome back to Mexico, buddy. What guy on the team cheats the most on his girlfriend?
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
I mean, that went down so quickly, I couldn't believe it.
That's crazy.
What a great question. All right.
What was elite? Okay. So it's that type of game. All right.
All right, so we're going to do a
That's
little...
the type of question you would only answer if you had a gun on your head.
None of my teammates cheat.
Amen. All right. All right, we're going to do a little... It's going to be a little flip-flop kind of situation, right?
Okay.
So basically what's going to happen is, what's your favorite team before? It was Miami, right?
Right.
So you're going to pick one player from Miami, pull them to bring to Georgia. But you have to switch it with somebody on Georgia. Who's it going to be?
I have to?
I mean, unless you want to take
drink.
a shot, I mean, it's up to you.
Nah, I'm taking my boys every time. Oh, snap. Man, you already got me.
I mean, I think you can answer this. What's worse, arguing with Kirby Smart or arguing with your girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Really? Is it that bad?
Girlfriend. Love my girl, but she's Italian just like you, and she does not give up.
We do have a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah, she does not give
And
up.
our women, lovely individuals.
Nah, man, she's amazing.
I imagine you actually get a word in with her. All right, excuse me, with Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
He tries to understand your point. Yeah, that's a great point you bring up.
I don't know about that, but
It might be reverse psychology. You're just scared of Kirby having to hear him say, he's the worst one to argue with. He's like, I'll say my girlfriend because I'm too scared of Kirby coming at me.
yeah, that too. Mix of both.
All right. So you don't have to say the name of the person, but what is the funniest find that you have ever heard a player at UGA get?
Or suspension.
What?
The funniest fine, suspension.
Oh.
Don't have to say the player's name.
Funniest fine. What is the funniest fine or suspension I've ever heard a player get?
He's going through all of it. He's like, that one I can't say, that one.
No, I'm honestly more
graphic,
trying to
right.
think. We more have like stupid ones, like a dude got fined like $1,500 for not wearing socks to practice. Like he went the entire practice.
I remember that was Kristen Miller.
Warren actually. Warren, he went no socks at practice and
15.
like 15.
Was he like a good recruit? I mean,
Warren's in the league now.
Oh, yeah,
Warren's with the Packers.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So I mean, he's playing with the Packers. So I mean, I don't think it's hurting him too much anymore.
Really, for a pair of socks, you come to practice with the wrong pair of socks, you get $250 fine.
215.
15,000. Oh,
100. No, not 1,000. Not 1,000. Not 1,000.
Oh, he said like, yeah, really good
That's
recruit.
like NFL.
Crazy.
That's like NFL fines. No, 1,500.
1,500 is crazy.
Hey, it's me. You come in, you wear
Wait,
what?
hold on. Even a walk-on is not like...
You wear everything.
Or $1,500. So
Whoa. I mean, okay, I never got paid, so they can't
Okay,
fine
that's
me.
They got different tax brackets on the team.
I gotta be on salary to get fined. I'm not on salary.
So it's be like a 10% check of whatever you just made
Yeah,
on
you know,
NIL. Like, all right,
yeah,
buddy,
yeah,
come
yeah.
on. We know it.
Yeah.
It's like the Squid Games. As soon as you do a mistake, you get punished harshly.
Yeah.
Yeah, IRS, but worse shit.
Something like that.
So who was it? Who was the guy?
Warren.
Warren.
Well, yeah, y'all up.
It's tough.
I'm trying not to lose. Y'all got 3.
All right. So we have a section prepared right now.
Well,
We want a couple,
pass.
2-3 questions from the audience if you have any. Who comes to ask a question, they get the shot remaining. So, of course, if you have a question for Jacob, come over right now. If not, we're going to send him home. But I think there's some juicy stuff you guys could ask him. All right, here we go. Do we have, Griffin, do we have a microphone for Nicole?
There's a mic on the ground. At least it should be.
Is it working? Check it out. Turn it on the pod track. Otherwise, I'll give him mine. No problem.
No, you're in frame. You're perfect.
Hello? Can people hear me? Okay. I feel like a lot of coaches teach their players to play to win.
Right.
I feel like what sets Kirby apart is he teaches y'all to play, like to enjoy to love the game, not the victories. You mentioned earlier some times where you really saw the resolve and resilience of some of your teammates. When was it that you came here and you understood, okay, I got to turn it on? I can't just keep playing high school ball. I got to step it up. Is there a moment or some multiple moments that led you to this?
Honestly, that makes me think of my favorite game since I've been here at Georgia, which wasn't the Natty, wasn't either of our SECs. It was the first. So the second year we won the national championship was my freshman year. We played Tennessee at home. And I think, I know Tennessee was number 1, but I think we were like 2 or 3, something like that. And, that's when they had Hendon Hooker. They had beat Bama at home, so they were really hyped up. And that was my first big game being at Georgia. And you saw the switch. So, because, we used to say, Coach Kirby's a master motivator in the sense of, there was one game he truly had us believing we were underdogs versus Sanford University. To the point, he had us believing, I'm like, man, they think we're going to lose to Sanford. And my dad was like, what are you talking about? This is y'all paid them to come. This is going to be a blowout game. It's going to be whatever. That Tennessee week, you felt a switch. And as a freshman, it was just kind of I'm seeing dudes like Nolan Smith just kind of move differently. Hey, practice felt different. The intensity felt different. Everything, the pace, the level of execution, the intensity, it was okay, this is SEC football. So that was probably the moment when it locked into me, okay, you got to take recovery seriously. You got to take school seriously. So when you come to practice and when it's time to get on the field for the game, you've done your part to contribute to this win. And then that was my favorite game we've ever been at. The crowd was, I think the decibel rating, we broke something. We broke a record that game for the decibel rating or something. That was the best crowd I've ever seen at Georgia history in my life. hopefully the Bama game this year tops it. I'll be on the sidelines.
Please and thank you.
Yeah,
You're
wow.
on the sidelines interview?
I'll be sideline. I sideline report at every home game with the Players Lounge. So I'll be Bama, Texas.
Check
Ole
it out,
Miss.
the Players Lounge.
Yeah, shout out Keith, shout out Aaron, and then shout out our other podcast for all my dogs with me, Miles, and Terrell. We host that every 2 weeks up at Full Circle.
Well, that was really interesting. So it seems like the leadership in the team isn't. There's my Southern coming out.
You good.
What beer are you at?
Oh, we don't gotta ask that question.
Okay.
We got that little tequila shot to top it out, baby. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a great night.
But it seems like it's the leadership of the team, which I think is what sounds like helps set UGA apart. With that, I'll let the second question guess.
Okay, we got a second question. Come on. We know this guy.
No, look at this guy. He wears a
That's a
crop
familiar
top.
face.
You know he's a distinguished individual.
That's a familiar face. He was one of the several bad hosts of this podcast we've been having.
I ain't gonna lie, the crop top button down is sweet. That's something I would do.
Looking good, bro?
I literally
Yeah, it
have
means
some.
a lot.
I literally have something like that in my closet.
I wish Crop Top Corey was here to see it.
No. I'm mean.
Oh,
He
you
was
just
here. Where'd the crop
was
top
here.
Corey go?
I think he made a little Irish exit.
Ah.
I don't know.
We love you, Corey, for showing up. Thank you.
Hey, you're
Come
good.
over here. Come over here.
Right here. My question for you, Jacob, is you've talked about Kirby's leadership skills with perseverance, with military-type training. You've also talked about, UGA is a phenomenon and will continue to be forever a phenomenon.
For sure.
And simply speaking, in 2 to 3 words, why do you think UGA is such an amazing team? It's a simple question, but what makes UGA UGA? And I don't want to hear the basic response, the coaching.
I'm gonna start with
propaganda.
I'm gonna start with the basic response, but I'm gonna dive deeper. I'm gonna dive deeper into my basic response.
love
so
diving
bear
deep.
with me. Coach Kirby and the staff he has, and not only just the position coaches are amazing. Like Coach Crawford, I consider that family. Like that's like an uncle to me. All the coaches are like uncles to me, honestly. But even down to the maintenance staff, everybody knows your name. You know their names. It's honestly, besides my own family, it is truly one of the only family environments I've ever felt where, they say that about teams we all know each other, but you can't name. I know some teams, they can't even name their receiver in their position room.
I bet the Tennessee team can name their kicker.
Possibly. But with Georgia, I knew Miss Kim was our maintenance lady. Everybody dabs her up. Everybody shakes her hand. Unc was our maintenance guy. Everybody shakes his hand. Everybody knows him. And that's something that's derived from Coach Kirby. They sit on meetings with us. When we have our skull sessions as a team, which is where we kind of shape our team identity, he has everybody in the staff in there. If you work in that facility, you're in that meeting. You're learning. Everybody has to know everybody. I remember seeing some of our, the females who work in the facility. Miss Collier, for example. When she had her kid, she had 130 dudes on the team waiting to meet him. Yeah. From starter to the last dude on the depth chart, everybody's waiting to meet
really
Miss Collier's kid and Ryan Madalino, one of the athletic trainers. When they had their kid, everybody's waiting to meet him. Everybody's excited. Everybody's trying to say they should name it after them. I'm trying to say, name it Jacob Jr., Stetson saying, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So, that environment, I can't speak to other schools, but I don't want to say teammates. I got friends at other schools. That's not the same everywhere. And that's really what makes Georgia different. And you see it in the games. This past week at Tennessee, when shit goes to hell, somehow we just find a way to make things work because we always lean on each other. We're looking at each other.
Dawgs.
Nobody doubts each other. It's always hey, we're good. It's always positive. As you said, it's always positivity pushing through that sideline in that locker room.
Yeah, 100%. I'm from Athens, so that means a lot, man. And thank you for your answer.
For sure,
Appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
We're actually going to close the show. I was wondering, this guy knows a lot about football. I want to know if there's anybody who places bets who wants to ask if there's any good bet to play right now. You might not want to get involved, but if you're thinking, hey, what bets are coming on? Also, Travis has some shots, if we hadn't had enough. What is this, Travis?
All right. So our staff has been really, really wanting to know a big question here. Jacob, we're going to ask you, seeing as you've played with the current and obviously the former 2 UGA starting quarterbacks, I have here some Jägermeister, some Fireball, and some Rumpelmans. And I'd like you to tell me which of the 3 each quarterback is closest to if you had to assign a shot to all of them? You got the super 100 proof peppermint schnapps, the nice burns like heaven, or tastes like heaven, burns like the other thing.
Sorry to cut you off. You gotta have to start again from that top.
Yeah, this is Rumplemints. It's 100 proof peppermint schnapps. It's minty, but it'll catch you if you're not paying attention to it.
Fried, yeah.
Fireball, their slogan is tastes like heaven, burns like the other thing.
For sure.
And of course, Jägermeister. You add some Red Bull to it, it's juiced. You're gonna get degenerate that night, but hey, it's Old Faithful, right?
For
so,
sure.
Stetson, Carson, Gunnar. Let me hear it.
See, all right. So before I answer these and somebody try to clip me, I already said I don't know alcohol. So if something is like girly or sweet, don't try to be like.
Well, that's the best part. They're right in front of you. You just gotta give them a little taste.
Don't try.
They are all.
I will definitely say Stetson, Gunnar, Carson. Ooh. I'll say clear. I know Miami. Carson's a Florida boy. You know, I know they like their clear alcohol out there. You know, Gunnar's just so neutral. He's just kind of in the middle. And then Stetson's just, that's a game. You know, Stetson going to figure it out. He going to pull it out every time. So that's my order. Without having to drink them. Yeah, definitely not mixing them.
Oh, no. What's that?
He drink them. He drink them.
Can we all give a big round of applause for Jacob Hardie, everybody?
Appreciate y'all for having me, for real. Appreciate it. That was fun.